segment, we're going to be working on a boxing stance. Now, a boxing stance is distinct from a defensive martial arts stance or an offensive martial arts stance. So let me demonstrate. First, I'm going to start in left lead. In a boxing stance, our feet are a little bit narrower than they are in a karate stance. But very much like a karate stance, your feet are going to be on opposite corners of a box. The box is just smaller. The point is, in boxing, because you're not using any kicks and you're only using the upper body, you want to keep your feet right underneath your hips, okay? So again, my feet are on opposite corners of the box. I've got more weight on my front leg. My back leg is loaded and the back heel is up. I'm going to bring my guard up, keeping my hands really close to my face and my elbows in as opposed to this to protect the ribs. Next, we're going to do like a little crunch, okay? So I'm going to tuck my tail, engage my core, and bring my chin down so I'm looking out the top of my eyes, okay? So we call this concave body position, and it accomplishes a couple things. Number one, it tightens up your core so it's like your body is a spring and it's now been brought together and it's ready to pounce. It's going to help give you a lot more power when you throw your boxing, and it's going to keep the abs engaged such that when you get hit, which is going to happen in boxing, it minimizes the impact. Additionally, we're taking this big target, and the target for headshots is typically the chin, whether it's the underneath or the sides of the chin, to impact the other person to knock them out. We want to tuck the chin to keep that out of the way for our opponent, and we want to block the ribs and gut from getting hit. So we're making that a very small target, engaging it and keeping the elbows in tight. Let me show you from the side. Again, this is left lead, and we're taking this tall, big target and we're making it small and tight. We're loaded with that back leg. Notice I'm up on the ball of my foot here so that this is an anchor, but it's also ready to spring me into action, okay? I'll show you again from the back. I'm still in left lead. My feet are still right underneath my hips, and I'm concave body position. Slight tuck of the tail, slight, let me show you from this side so I think you can see a little bit better. Left lead, slight tuck of the tail. See how that just, like you're zipping up the zipper on your pants, okay? You're pulling those lower abs into, and you're engaging them. You're crunching down the upper body and bringing those elbows in. All right, so again, everything's here looking out the top of the eye. All right, so that's your boxing stance. Practice that in both left and right lead. When you get comfortable, start working on adding basic movement from that you've learned previously, staying in that stance. Okay, that concludes your lesson on the boxing stance. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your training.